Hey, good morning, Andy here. We're gonna try to get as many clips as possible, but the battery is already kind of low, which I don't really understand because I had it plugged in for quite a while. I love this GoPro. The video quality is great. The audio quality isn't too bad for little action cam, but this battery just is very obnoxious. It's a really hampering kind of my enjoyment of the unit. But anyway, 15 plus miles. Going for a little over 2 hours. It's raining. It is like 38 degrees, so it's gonna be lovely. Talk to you later. Hey everybody, what's up? Andy's here, and we are back from a run in what wasn't like the worst weather ever, but it wasn't like great, right? The temperature was fine. It actually felt pretty good, particularly after I kind of got warmed up. It was like 38 degrees when I started. I don't think it really got much warmer than that by the time that I ended. Some wind. The wind chill was probably like in the mid 30s. It was raining at the start. You already saw that. So two things to report about the rain specifically though, and the Saucony Endorphin Speed 2 Runshields. Man, it's just a mouthful. Like these, so many names for all the different shoes, right? It's tough to keep them sorted. But anyways, two things to report back. One, I actually noticed, and it's a great relief, that in kind of the intermediate wet conditions, there wasn't a lot of standing water. It wasn't a torrential downpour. It was just kind of a light rain, right? So just kind of a little film of moisture across the sidewalks and the trails and the paths and all that sort of stuff. And the grip was great. I intentionally a couple times tried to like squiggle the foot in the middle of my gait cycle just to see like how well it would grip, and it was great. Like this is my biggest criticism of the Endorphin Speed, and the Runshield seems to have it solved. Hopefully next year, I'm sure they'll come out with like a Speed version 3 or whatever the successor is to the Speed. Hopefully they just use this cold track rubber. You know, I don't know, maybe it doesn't hold up as long, but it's great. Like, I don't see why it would be a problem in the heat, and it's so much more grippier in the situations that the other stuff kind of failed. So very, very happy about that. The other thing is the water resistance really did help, right? No standing water, wasn't running through slush, wasn't running through puddles, wasn't running through a creek, but in the rain, in, you know, kind of easy rain, the feet stayed noticeably dry. And about halfway through the run, that really just kind of struck me, and I was very grateful for that, because it rained for maybe the first 2 or 3 miles, and by like mile 7 or mile 8 or so, it just kind of struck me that like my feet are still dry, which was great, because in, you know, most shoes, unless if they're like a Gore-Tex or like a winter design, you know, shield, like the Pegasus shield or something like that shoe, but if it's a normal running shoe, if it's raining the first 3 miles, the feet are going to be wet, and over the course of a long run, that can just get miserable. It can cause blisters. It can cause a whole bunch of stuff. So I was very grateful about halfway through the run when it dawned on me the feet were dry, which was, like I said, phenomenal. The run itself was pretty good. 15 miles. Let's see what the pace was. The pace was 15 miles at 8:13 per mile. I took a different route this morning, which was nice. Instead of hitting the trails, I kind of got off the trails and ran through like the downtown and along the it's the BNSF train line up here in Chicago. So just kind of went along the tracks and then came back up through a little bit of the forest preserve back to my house. It's about 4 miles kind of from my house to where I actually commute, the train that I commute. So I did that 4 miles, and part of that's on the trail, part of it's through neighborhoods, and then just kind of took the train tracks out and back on the sidewalk next to the train tracks, obviously. Ran through a couple of little downtowns and came back. It was really nice. Want to introduce you to something, my run calendar. So, you know, we are immensely blessed, right? We have our phones, we have the various watches, we have Strava, we have Garmin, we have Nike, we have the Under Armour Map My Run, we have Whoop, we have Stride, we have all of these various programs that can help us keep track of our progress, of our training, and all that sort of stuff. But for me, there's something that is just so satisfying about going old school, putting pen to paper. And here's my red pen. So the way my calendars work is the stuff written in red is stuff that has actually been done. Let me flip back a month or two. So here's like September. The stuff written in black, so kind of like here how there's black and there's red. The black is the training plan. The red is what actually happened. You know, you can see right now I don't have any of the black written down. I kind of bounce back and forth when it comes to putting the plan down on the piece of paper. Sometimes I just use like a spreadsheet on my computer or something like that, or a program in my watch, like what the plan is, but the results always get written down. And for me, that's just, it's kind of a fulfilling way to track the progress, to see how things are progressing. I know it's kind of the same thing, but you know, a specific example would be, right, I do pretty much all of my runs on the same day. So like long run is Sunday morning. You know, Monday's easy. Tuesday is some sort of speed. It'll be like a VO2 max or an interval workout or something like that. Wednesday's easy. Thursday is a tempo or a threshold run. And Friday is easy. Saturday is like kind of a another famous YouTuber describes it as a steezy run. I've heard it described as a brisk run before. So Saturday I kind of do a steezy run or a brisk run or whatever terminology you want to use. But you know, I kind of rotate through workouts, right? So 800 meter repeats, the Yasu 800 workout, you know, 400 meter repeats, fartleks, all that sort of stuff. So by writing it down, right, I can go, let's see if I have an example here. I can go to my log, and I can easily see, like here, right, this 12 miles, you know, I just wrote down what all the splits were. And so the next time I do a 12 mile that have all the splits, I can just compare it one to the other on the exact same piece of paper. See, here's a good example. So this 6 mile, like at marathon pace, so just tracking it. So it's a mile jog, and I can see over here what my times were. And look, I did the exact same network, or the exact same workout the next week, so I can just look right down the calendar and see what the next results were, and I can see if they're getting better, if they're getting worse, if I need to adjust my training, if it's all working out very well. I find that system works really well for me. Leave a comment. What system works best for you? Do you just stick to the technology, so you have it easy, convenient on the go? Are you like me? You like writing pen to paper down? What do you use, right? Let me know, because I'm always interested to hear how other people approach their training and how they keep track of their training. Another thing I think that I would like to institute, I'm not going to really get into it today, but maybe going forward, is on the weekend, I think it would be fun to have like a little portion of this vlog or something, maybe to talk about kind of a recap of the week and what's coming forward. So, the quick recap of last week is it was 60 total miles. Sunday, again, was my long run, but, last week it was kind of the peculiar circumstance where I did a local 5K, and I didn't go out for a PR. I think it was 20 minutes and 20 seconds, which is around like 6:40, 6:42 a mile, something like that. I'm sure someone will do the math and correct me in the comments, but kind of something in that range. And then I went out after that 5K and finished the rest of the 15 miles, and, that was a really interesting experience for me, because even though it wasn't a terribly long, slow, long mile pace run, right? Because that only is it's 11.9 miles, and that's not terribly long. And it wasn't a blistering fast 5K, but doing those two things on the same day, like, really affected me. I think just not being able to recover from one or the other made like that whole week, all of last week, just felt hard, right? So anyways, that was on Sunday. Monday was easy. The work week was highlighted by my 2 workout days, and that was quarter mile repeats on Tuesday, and the goals there is just like sub 5K pace, but I think all the quarter miles were at like 85 seconds or better, so not like blistering fast, right? But just a good like VO2 max workout. And then Thursday was like a threshold run that I like to do, where I do like a mile warm up, a mile at threshold, so about 6.5-ish minutes, a mile cool down, 2 miles at threshold, so about what's that? It's like 13 minutes at threshold, and then a mile back to my house. And that last mile is always really pretty slow, like 9+ minutes. And then Friday was easy. Saturday was, I've heard it called different things by different people. There's a famous YouTuber that uses the term steezy. So if I could borrow that, is kind of a steezy run, not anything close to like threshold or even a tempo run, but faster than like kind of a long, slow run or an easy run. So that was Saturday, and then Sunday brought us back to this morning, right? So to the new week. Moving forward, the week is long run today, the 15 miles. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are going to be kind of easy. The longest individual run on those 3 days will probably be about 5 miles. I'll do some strides. I'll do some plyometrics. I'll do some kind of mobility work just to keep the legs as snappy as possible for the Turkey Trot 5K on Thursday morning, downtown St. Louis. I'm really looking forward to that. We're originally from St. Louis. I think it's a greatly undervalued city. I really love it there. Someday we'll probably move back. I don't know when that'll be, but it'll probably happen someday. So I'm really looking forward to going run downtown. It'll be fun. I don't know what the camera access is going to be, and I hope you guys don't take this the wrong way, right? Like, this isn't my job. I'm not a professional full-time YouTuber. So as much as I can, I will absolutely try to like record race footage and bring all that to you guys. But then, there's some times where, like, if I'm going for a PR, I might forego that and just focus on kind of the individual goal. And so I haven't really made up my mind exactly what I'll do on Thursday. Regardless of whether I film or not, I'm not sure that I have the PR in the legs. Like, last week was a weird week that didn't feel great. This week felt a little better, but I just don't know that I'm gonna have the pop. Particularly if it's kind of as cold as it's gonna be. It might be like 30 degrees with like wind chill in the low 20s. So But either way, I'm going to give it the best shot that I have, and I will probably talk kind of what my thoughts are, my strategy is going to be like as we get closer to Thursday. Friday, I'll probably take a rest day, spend time with family, eat a bunch of food, and then eventually make my way back up to Chicago on the weekend and hit the long run again. So that's the week that was and the week that is coming. Leave a comment down below. Like, what did your training week look like? We can all kind of encourage each other in our journeys and moving forward, right? There are obviously elites, and I have no visions of grandeur of ever being elite or even being sub-elite or American development or, heck, even going like under 3 hours in the marathon. I don't know that'll probably never happen for me. If it does, great, but probably not. But it doesn't mean that we can't enjoy running. Like the vast majority of runners, right? Probably 99% of runners are people like me and probably like you, that we just love it because it gives us life, or it makes life more full, or we just enjoy it so much. And so it's nice to share our journey with each other, right? And part of that is, at least from my perspective, talking to you, is being honest about like, what's the training look like, how's it going. And so and that's why we might do these recaps and talk about what's coming. So I don't know, I know there's a bunch of like kind of long-winded wow, I butchered that. Long-winded rambling. I don't even know what I just said. Thanks for watching. If you like, please subscribe, leave a comment below, and smash that thumbs up, I guess the like button. You can ring the bell if you want to. Thanks. That's all I got. I'll see you next time.